Welcome to the first episode of the Six Figure Demons. This is gonna be uncut, so we better don't fuck it up. So I don't wanna waste a single second on cutting this video. We're here at Juni's place. Juni's behind the camera. Juni, thanks for inviting us over here. The scenery is insane. Next to me, I have the infamous... Time to talk, my G.
We fucked up already. Now we got the infamous six-figure demon, Alexander the Mate. Let's fucking go. Making some money.
Yeah, we don't have any plans what we're actually doing here. Like, we had the idea to just run up a podcast and just talk about us, life, and one big event that actually happened yesterday, which was we met Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate at TKMMA Fit. Basically, how this came along and how we kind of got to this meet and greet. But bro, I'm in shock. First things first. Do you want to introduce yourself in like detail?
Yeah, for sure. So as you guys know, my name is Alex. On Discord, I'm Alexander the Mate. Instagram, I'm Carlson Bro. And yeah, I'm also a coach. I guess kind of a co-owner of the Six Figure Demons Discord channel. And yeah, we're making money. We're doing big things, bruv. So yeah, that's pretty much who I am. I'm a six-figure demon as well. That sounds so cringe to say. I'm a six-figure organic dropshipper as well.
No, we said organic brand scaler.
Yeah, true. I'm a six-figure organic brand scaler now.
Yeah, actually super funny now that we come up with this, because we were like, dropshipping actually sounds so scammy and so trash, and everybody, like, for example, when people or baddies ask me, like, what do you do for a living? I'm just like, dropshipping sounds so scammy, but we came up with the term organic brand scaling, which is actually true, because we went away from those 9-to-5 organic, like dropshipping AliExpress products, and now we have like proper brands that we run. So organic brand scaling is the way to go. So we're organic brand scalers, bruv.
Yeah. No, I feel like the term dropshipper just sounds like so 16-year-old kid in his mom's basement, just like doing some shady shit.
Yeah, but it also is so negatively connotated. Like whenever you say dropshipping, people are just like, oh, yeah, okay, so you scam people. Yeah. Organic brand scaling sounds like way more premium, way more like, I don't know. Yeah, whatever. My name is Nico, 23 years old, living in Dubai, as you can see. This big building, by the way, is not my dick. This is the Burj Khalifa.
Thanks for the clarification, bro.
Yeah, we moved to Dubai in February. Bro, so many shit things have happened. Maybe we can talk about this in one of the future podcasts as well. Because the learnings here in Dubai have been crazy so far. Yeah. Basically, how this came along here with Alex, how we met, was basically, I was stuck in the Matrix in Germany, and through Viral Vault, which was a very good...
Nico, stop squirting, bro. Nico, why are you pissing, bro? Come on.
Yeah, so we have the water things like turning on right now, which is a bit distracting, but yeah, anyways.
So wet.
Oh my god.
So yeah, basically I was stuck in the Matrix in Germany. I lived my 9-to-5, absolutely hated my life. I was just trying to tell myself, okay, this is where you're destined to. There's no way out of here. Just try to make the best thing out of it. So I was literally washing cars for other people at Enterprise. I was thinking that was a cool job, but basically that was just modern slavery. I was there with my fucking suit, cleaning in a shithole, cars every day, raining, ran through rain, signed contracts in the middle of the day in rain, and everything was just so trash that I basically thought like, nah, bruv, this is not the way. Let me escape the Matrix. So I kind of started watching like tutorials, courses, whatever it might be, just online. And then at some point, I just started meeting Alex in like Viral Vault, which was my first like dropshipping community that I was inside. We had 2 calls with Georgia and Kai, who basically helped me making my first 10K. So I appreciate that. If you should see this, big up Kai and Georgia. And yeah, then at some point, Alex was in the calls as well. And if you see the same people in the same calls, it's just like reaching out to them via DM. It's like, yo, what's going on? And then at some point, it was just like, Alex wanted to move out of his hometown, which is like Sweden. And then we just came up with the idea, let's move to Dubai, no taxes. And that sounded good.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But you were actually pretty hard to convince to move to Dubai. Like, you were so set on going to Greece or like going to some random island in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. And I was like, bro, why would you even think about that? Like, Dubai is the place to be. Like, just so many other dropshippers are in Dubai. Like, the lifestyle in Dubai, the taxes, obviously, you know? What was the, like, how did you switch?
I think I didn't see the bigger picture. For me, it was just like, I just want to move out of my hometown, out of Germany. I don't give a fuck about wherever I go. Just let me go out of Germany. Which at first I wanted to go to a very small island in Greece, but then I checked up the rental prices, and that was as much as in here in Dubai, because they don't have like so many apartments. available. And also it's just like you can only live there in the summer season. Like whenever winter hits, they don't have a fucking food supply, so you're basically cooked. And yeah, then we found another dude who basically moved to Dubai as well. You all know him as well. He's also in the dropshipping space. And he moved to Dubai, and he kind of just called me at some point, and he convinced me to move to Dubai. And I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. And then I reached out to Alex, and he was like, yeah, I'm down.
Here we are.
Bro, it's so crazy. Can you imagine that we literally met 3 months ago at the airport, and the first meetup was so fucking cringe because
It's so
they
bad,
had like
bro.
the border control here in Dubai, and they have like these fucking queues all the time. And Alex was like 10, 20 persons behind me. So we would meet every time at the fucking corner and just talk for like 10 seconds. Yo, what's up?
That happened like 20 times,
Yeah.
bro. That was so weird, bro.
Bro, that was the worst.
That was the worst, like, first time meeting someone ever, bro.
Yep.
Especially like someone that you're supposed to like get super along with, not
Yep.
have any awkward moments with, just
Yep.
like get along super well. And it was just so weird, man. Just imagine like you meet your like future girlfriend, your long distance girlfriend for the first time, and you meet her at the airport, but you're in this like zigzag line, and you gotta like interact with her every 5 minutes for like 10 seconds.
Bro, this was... The minus aura was just continuing. And I feel
Oh,
like
bro.
also, not only that, the entire first month that we moved to Dubai, we literally started from the bottom, bro. Nothing was working. We couldn't find the apartment we were looking for. We had the worst sleep ever. My sleep schedule was just super trash. My business wasn't making as much money as usual. Then I also had my PayPal and my bank accounts frozen.
It was a mess,
It was a mess.
massive mess. But things are looking pretty good right now, I think. I mean, we secured basically the dream apartment, like our apartment. You can't really get a better deal.
Yeah.
Than what we have, and I'm sure you guys have seen our apartment in some of Nico's other videos.
If you haven't seen the apartment, go back on the YouTube channel and check out the apartment tour. It's definitely crazy and worth the watch.
Yeah.
So, skipping ahead, 3 months in Dubai. How do you feel in Dubai?
I freaking love Dubai, man. I think Dubai has it all, honestly. Just like the lifestyle, the money vibrations. That sounds so cringe, but you can really feel like the money in the air, right? Just walking outside, seeing all the Lambos, Bugattis, supercars, all the other like 7-figure, 8-figure entrepreneurs just walking around.
Yep.
They got like Rolexes, they got, APs on their wrist. So, I mean, overall, Dubai is amazing. Lifestyle, weather, girls, dudes, everything is super good. No homo. No homo. Yes,
Big
homo.
up homo
Big
right
homo.
there, bro. Holy shit.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. What do you think?
I totally agree. And actually, Andrew Tate, which we're going to talk about in just a few minutes, put that in perfect, like, he actually framed that perfectly. Dubai is made for winners. Like, as long as you're a fucking brokey, because I do like social media, short form content in Germany, and everybody says like, oh, I could never imagine living in Dubai. That's some fucking dude who's not even making 1K per month. So obviously, if I was broke, I would hate it here. But if you have money to spend, if you got time, if you're flexible, and you don't, like, yeah, okay, you'll need a lot of money to kind of do the crazy shit in Dubai, but you can also survive in Dubai with like 3 to 5K per month. So I like it as well. And one thing, like, when I think about it, which is crazy about it, Dubai, is like you evolve so crazy, which is something, if you don't reflect, you don't even realize. But all the failures you kind of just went through that I didn't have in Germany, which is like the kind of main reason why I wanted to move out, because you grow with the city. And in Germany, I reached like this cap. There was not much more to kind of just have some crazy adventures. But here in Dubai, like, you literally, the city's moving, everything is dynamic, and therefore it's also like your life. So you have tons of failures. You learn, you get the L's, but it's never L. It's just a fucking lesson that you have to go through. And as long as you adapt and you keep winning, I believe Dubai is the vibe. It's getting a bit hot right now. I do admit it's like 40, 45 degrees Celsius per day. But since we can run our business from basically anywhere, we can just dip at any point when it's getting too hot.
Yeah, for sure. And honestly, I feel like your body does get used to the heat a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
in the beginning, when it was like 30 degrees, 35 degrees Celsius for the first time, I was like, bro,
Sweating just by going outside.
This is rough, man.
Yeah.
You also feel like the strength of the sun too on your skin. It like kind of burns a little bit, but you get used to it.
I totally agree. I just had my fam over last week, and my brother was literally sweating as soon as he left the apartment, and I was like, bro, what the fuck is going on? It's like super chill right now.
Yeah. So honestly, like for me, like the main drawback of Dubai has always been the summer, it being too hot. But thinking about it now, like it's not even that bad. I mean, obviously it'll get to like 50 degrees Celsius, 45 degrees Celsius, like consistently. That might be a little bit tough. But I mean, dude, you don't have to be outside all the time.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So in our position, there's way to just get around it. Like we usually wake up just super late, like 1 p.m., which is bad, yeah, but let me speak for a second. When you wake up at 1 p.m., I don't know, maybe you're brain rotting for an hour, and then you go breakfast, it's like 3 p.m., and then you do some work, it gets night, and then at night it's actually quite chill. It's warm, but as you said, you kind of get used to it, so it's not like you're going outside and you're just literally dying. So I feel like if you have an online business, you can definitely get around the hot summertime here in Dubai, and you don't even have to kind of dip to another country. You have the AC running all day long, and every fucking place has AC anyways. So maybe you sweat for 5 to 10 minutes, then you get in the fucking bus, train, taxi, whatever it might be, restaurant, bar, everything has AC. So it's not too bad.
And what's so cool is that Nico and I, we live by the beach, actually. We're like a 5-minute walk or like a 2-minute walk away from the beach. So there is quite a lot of wind, quite a lot of breeze, you know? So I mean, even though it's 35 degrees, 40 degrees, it kind of feels like 30, low 30s, you know, with the wind, like from the ocean, you know? And it's just part of the experience, like just being able to go for a walk on the beach, just leaving our house, getting a coffee, getting whatever, a matcha, and just walking by the beach. That's what I do every morning. And it just feels amazing.
Do you feel like you're actually living your dream?
So right now, I'm definitely like closest to my dream life than ever before. Like no doubt about it. Especially like looking back at my life in Sweden, in Stockholm, where I'm from. Just no comparison, bro. Like
no comparison.
Life is seriously, I'm not even kidding, like 10 times better. 10 times better, like without a doubt. What about you?
Totally agree, bro. I don't know. So everything also happens so fast. So it's so hard if you don't take time to reflect what actually is happening. 3 months have passed in Dubai. It feels like we've been here like for a week, bro.
Yeah.
Everything just happens so fast. You also get used to so many things. When I came here to Dubai for the first time and I saw all these big buildings, I was flabbergasted. I was just like in shock. What the fuck are these buildings? Because in my hometown in Germany, we didn't have a single skyscraper. Then you come to Dubai and we're literally running a podcast in front of the biggest building in the world. And it's just like, okay, I've seen it before. It's still crazy, but it's a Burj Khalifa. I've seen it before. We've been going out, going restaurants close by, and it's just ridiculous, bro.
Wait, wasn't that your dick? I thought you said that was your dick.
Yeah.
So where's the Burj Khalifa? Ah, gotcha.
Okay, let's talk business. How's business going?
Right now, honestly, it's going better than ever. I think. I mean, I've definitely created more of a system where I've kind of taken myself out of the boring tasks of organic. You know, just like filming the same stuff every day, editing the same stuff every day. I've kind of created a system where I don't have to do that as much, and just like rely on like my team, my bigger team, which I've hired and grown over the past few months like crazy. So honestly, like business is great. Like business plus lifestyle has never been better in my case. Yeah. What about you?
Oh, so for me, I feel like I'm right now in a very hard position because I had like a lot of, I'd say, trust issues with other people, whether that be working with new creators, trying to find new employees, whatever. So I was just trying to do everything myself. And I wasn't like getting fucking, what's it called? When you work too much.
Oh, burned out.
Yeah.
Burned out.
I wasn't getting burned out because I'm like a robot. It was just not efficient anymore. I was running 5-6 projects at the same time, multiple uploads per day, multiple countries. And although the quality hasn't dropped by too much, it was just not efficient because I didn't have the time to analyze everything, like what was going good and what was going bad. I was just executing without thinking. And now I'm in the trenches of I'm in the progress of still doing things myself, but also building systems at the same time, which is kind of doing double the work, which is why right now it's like so much shit to do just every day. But I think in a month or maybe in 2, we should be cooking. And then I probably have some creators cooking as well, which is when I can go back to the proper things like building the Discord community, building my personal brand, focusing on finding new 6-figure products or maybe even 7-figure products, maybe even start looking into TikTok shop, Facebook ads. The opportunities with e-commerce are just endless, which is something we talked about as well. Like there is no ceiling in e-commerce. You can go as long as you want to. And if you don't give up, there's so much money to being made.
Yeah, just on that note, I watched a podcast a few days ago about some Facebook ads guy who sold his brand for like $45 million. He sold his Facebook ads brand, like dropshipping brand, for $45 million. Like that's like you can reach that level with organic, not with organic obviously, but with dropshipping / e-commerce.
Yeah.
So Like honestly, like the growth path for you is endless, you know. And on that note as well too, like one thing I've really thought about over the past 2 years, like just doing organic, is that you don't want to just be finding the next quick win product and just like dumping it after 2 months. You want to build something long term that you can really grow, that you can really scale, that you can really just like systemize and take yourself out of it, like develop it more, because that's how you can like sell that company or that store or whatever for way more money. You know, if you're just like a one-man team just pumping videos, editing all the videos like just for your own product every single day, dude, where's the development of that? You know, you're gonna be doing the same thing nonstop. You kind of have to think like more long term. Like what can I do to make a bigger ecosystem or a bigger kind of like playing field for yourself?
Totally agree. And this is where I'm kind of stuck right now. So I would say until 10K, I would do the organic space, do it as a one-man show. You can do it as a one-man show. Making 10K a month is super doable. But now we're at the stage where we want to get like from consistent 10K per month to like 30 to 50K per month. And you can't do this as a one-man show. You have to have systems, team, creators, something that you can actually scale. So there's so many metrics that play a role. You have to have a good product, a product that can actually make you multiple 6 figures, multiple 5 figures per month, and not just a fucking pump and dump, which you run up for 1 month in the summer because it's a cool summer product, and then you have to drop it, and then then you're not making any money anymore. So there's so many things that play a role, not only about finding creators, finding products. There's so many metrics in the organic, or just in general in the e-commerce space, that you kind of have to consider. Bro. Yeah.
And I mean, also just like think about how hard it is to hit like $1 million in revenue with organic. You can do it, right? Like you and I can do it for sure. Like we're not too far away. Like we could probably do that like in a year, you know, a year from now, 100%. But like, why make your life that hard when you can just like build a bigger team, you know, like customize your own products, like design your own, you know, multi-six-figure product, whatever, hire more creators, tap into TikTok shop as well too, tap into Facebook ads, do some Amazon stuff as well too, you know? So like don't limit yourself, you know. That's one huge thing I've learned as well this year. What are your
Yeah, I'm looking at the camera right now, where I can kind of see the batteries already dying. So I'd say without stopping this podcast too early or too random, I'd say let's switch over to Tate.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you guys know, but we actually met Andrew Tate,
the man himself,
and Tristan Tate in real life.
That's insane.
And we talked to them, we shook their hands. How was it for you?
Still can't believe it. So for me, just to give some perspective here, Andrew Tate single-handedly guided me out of the matrix for sure. 100%. If I didn't start watching Andrew Tate's content, I would have never just gave myself this self-analysis. So for example, everybody knows that he has to invest into himself. And then there's like basically 3 reasons if people don't invest into themselves, which is either they're lazy, they're arrogant, or they're stupid. But obviously for me, I wasn't lazy. I was always hardworking. I wasn't stupid. I was smart. I was smart in school. I was just fucking arrogant because I was like, nah, I don't want to spend $15 or $50 on a course, which I don't know. Back then I thought like that's probably going to be a fucking scam. But as a brokey, you just have this mindset and you just can't get around it, which is super nice that I found Andrew Tate because he called me out. He was like, no, stop thinking for a second. Your time is worthless. Just put in $15 fucking dollars. Like, what the fuck is $15? That's like one McDonald's meal. And the value you get from this is crazy. So I basically started listening to Andrew Tate, spent my first $15 on Viral Vault, I believe, or maybe even The Collective, I don't remember. And that was my first kind of time I just started finding some new information, something that was out of the matrix. Just seeing these results tabs in Discord, that was also the first time I used Discord. Like 2 years ago when somebody told me, yeah, you can find like crazy information on Discord about businesses, I was like, bro, my friends play Rocket League through Discord. There's no fucking way I can learn shit on Discord.
Yeah.
But basically then there was these results tab, and when I saw this for the first time, just random people spamming their results, making like 1K, 2K, $500 per day, that was already insane for me. In the beginning, I just wanted to make 1 or 2K per month so I can focus more on other things and just work less at my own job. But bro, and then seeing Andrew Tate yesterday, after I watched every single podcast, every fucking video, I know everything by heart. Bro, I know him better than he himself probably. And then I just see them and everything was fine. I was literally in the vlog. I'm filming everything super normally. 2 steps away, I get 1 fucking step closer and I get a complete black on my brain stops working.
Bro, I watched the recording of what you said to him, and I was like, bro, what was that? Was that English? Was that Swahili? Was that
My English was not Englishing in that moment.
No, bro, you were like, I came. Like all I heard
I
was,
saw, bro, I have no idea. I wanted to say so many things at the same time that my brain was just stopping to work. I literally couldn't sleep the entire night before because I prepared so many questions, every single scenario, how it's gonna play out, and obviously it doesn't go as planned. Yeah. But
yeah. Also, to give some context on how we met Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate, because you're probably wondering, he actually had a meet and greet at the first gym that him and I went to, Nico and I went to, TK MMA Fit. So that's kind of like our home gym, you can say. And we saw that, and we were like, holy fuck, like, we need to go.
Yeah.
And the thing was that it was super early in the morning for us. I think it was like 10 a.m., right? And for us, that's like super early because we wake up at noon or 1 p.m. And we were like, dude, we got to be there. We got to be there. And so that's how we met Andrew and Tristan. We got there at like 9:30 at the gym. We were waiting by the entrance for like super long. Just standing by the entrance, like having our cameras ready, just trying to film that perfect moment, that badass cinematic shot of him like walking out, slow motion. And that was an epic fail too, because like we were waiting for so long, and it was already past 10 a.m. We were like, dude, where is he? Like why is he not coming out? And like some other guy heard us saying that, and he was like, dude, you know he's been inside for like a few minutes now, right? And we were like, no, there's no way.
Yeah, it's gotta be cap.
And I was like, all right, you know what? Just in case, Nico, you stay here. I'm gonna go check. And he was there, and I was like, Nico, come. Crazy.
Oh, we do get some visitors.
Looks like we're getting kicked out.
Yeah.
So
we might have to cut off the podcast here, or maybe not. We'll see. Hey.
Hi. How are you?
Can we get 5 more minutes?
We'll be done in 5 minutes.
No, 5 minutes? Yeah, tell them 5 minutes and then we're done. 5 minutes.
Habibi.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
So yeah, on that note, basically, what I found super funny, you met Mike Thurston a week or 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
And you told me like, when he entered the room, that was like at Five Guys, the aura was insane. You could just feel it. I was like, no relation to that. I don't know. Then fucking Andrew Tate is like 5 to 10 meters away from me. I was just in shock, bro. I could feel the aura in my body. It was ridiculous. This dude, no homo, but he's handsome as fuck in real life. On camera, he looks a bit, I don't know, destroyed, like tired, whatever. In real life, bro, he's shining. That is crazy. He was tanned, built. He's also way more shredded in real life than on camera.
He's shredded and huge.
Yeah. I thought he was a bit skinny on camera, but no, bro. He is a fucking machine.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah. So basically, we went to TKMMA Fit, and then we found out that they are already at the cage. So there was like 100, 200 people around the cage. And then Tom Khan, the owner of TKMMA Fit, started introducing Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate. And then Andrew Tate, as always, hyping the shit out of this event. And then Tristan Tate, super funny. He took over the microphone, and he was basically, guys, on that note, because he was talking about brotherhood and how you can have like a very strong relationship to your brother, because obviously this is like the craziest brotherhood we have on planet Earth. And he was like, guys, I'm super secure about my brother. So whenever I see somebody just moving a little bit, taking something out of your, no, wait, what?
No, he was like, all right, guys, listen, when you're taking a picture with Andrew and me, no quick movements,
yeah,
right? Because you're gonna get a right hand, you're gonna get a knuckle sandwich straight in your face. Whatever he said.
Bro, that was so fucking funny. I just lost my ass off. I was just like, I could actually imagine, because there's this one viral Instagram clip where Tristan's literally just knocking off other people because they were standing at the Bugatti. Do you remember this one clip?
No, I don't.
That is so fucking funny. So there's like literally a camera filming and Tristan Tate, how they are taking like pictures on the Bugatti, and they are like leaning towards the Bugatti. And then they are like, oh, no, we just took some pictures, and she's just knocking them off clean, bro.
Bro, I need to see this video.
That's why I found it so funny.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
no
big
way,
for real,
bro. That's crazy. Was that in Dubai or what?
No, I think that was back when they were arrested in Romania.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's like maybe a year ago when I saw that reel.
Gotcha.
But yeah, then we had the chance to take a fucking picture with them. So we are actually super lucky that we were on the right side of the gate, because it was like this cage, and we were on this side where the door opens to enter the cage, because there was like 200 people standing there. And one thing I got a big up right there is Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate. They stood in the heat of 45 degrees Celsius for almost 2 hours straight just to take a picture with everybody.
And they weren't drinking water or anything. Like I didn't see a single water bottle. Like,
bro, these are fucking
enter their
machines.
hands. Yeah,
That was
freaking,
ridiculous.
They're freaking beasts.
Yeah.
They're
So we
beasts.
stood there in the queue for maybe 30, 45 minutes, and we were sweating. So we got the picture, then we went down, and they were still standing there. We were chilling inside the gym with the AC, and they were still outside taking pictures with everyone. That was crazy.
Yeah. So, how was the moment? You know, when you actually talked to Andrew and Tristan, like what was that like?
Blackout. It was crazy.
You don't remember what it was like,
Bro. So there was basically 2 questions that I wanted to ask them, but obviously I didn't have the chance to ask them that. One question that I basically came up with to ask Andrew was, what do you think your 18-year-old self would ask you now if he comes up to you? Because I had so many questions to ask Andrew that I just thought, okay, let me actually, because asking questions is a skill in and of itself. And if Andrew is such a crazy human being, he probably has the craziest question to ask himself. So I was just like, okay, let him do the work, because I couldn't decide what I want to ask him. And then basically what I wanted to ask Tristan is, how do I kind of get a better relationship with my brother? Because I was always thinking just lead by example. Now I'm kind of living the dream and he still doesn't give a fuck. So what do I do? And yeah, then I went up to them. I was just like,
Blackout.
yo, as I came, and I don't know, I was just stuttering and everything, but both of them kind of laughed. Yeah, that's how I caught Andrew Tate smiling on picture. How was it for you?
I mean, first of all, that's crazy that you made an Andrew Tate laugh. That's awesome, bro. Like saying that you made an Andrew Tate laugh.
Not even on purpose, bro. I was just fucking blackouting.
Just because of how like nervous and like shaky you were. You were just like the biggest dork ever.
For real, bro.
Yeah,
I was not stoic at all.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, for me, it was insane, bro. Like, I have the exact same thing with Tate. You know, both the brothers, like, I look up to them so much. They've been my role models, kind of like a father figure. Almost as significant as Jesus, kind of, for the past, like, few years. So, but surprisingly, I wasn't really that nervous. Like, I think seeing Mike Thurston in public and just, like, being so unexpected in that moment.
They gave you a free trial.
That kind of, like, broke the barrier of, like, seeing, you know, this, like, God-level human being, you know?
Free trial experience.
Free trial experience, yeah. So you know, I just walked up to Andrew, Tristan, fist bumped them both. I was like, dude, listen, appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for everything you do. And then Tristan like looked at me in my eyes, smiled at me, and he was like, "How you doing, brother?" And like when he did that, bro,
you were melting, bro.
I was melting, bro. I was like, dude, this is insane, bro. I've seen you guys on YouTube, on Rumble, like all these clips, TikTok, whatever, for so many years now, like every single day. And now you're staring me in the eyes and asking me like how I'm doing. That was insane.
Yeah,
dude. I was like, I was a bit emotional, low key. No, seriously, I was a bit emotional.
Both of them, low key, the best human beings I've ever met. Yeah. Although I haven't properly talked to them, you could just, by the fact they stood in the fucking heat to take pictures with everyone, they were nice to everyone, they were shaking hands with everyone. The entire package of the day, it was just so fucking worth it. We also said, like, next time if they want us to go to the fucking desert at 3 a.m. in the morning and kind of have to fight an entire nation to see them, we would do it, bro. Like, no matter what Andrew Tate would tell me, do it, I would be like, yeah, consider it as done. Bro, this is the kind of
devotion you have.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, makes sense.
Anyways, on that note, because we probably have the security guard coming up here again and probably kicking us out this crazy lounge, if you want to get the full experience of both of us meeting Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate at TKMMA Fit, definitely check out the vlog that we filmed. Check Six Figure Demons out as well, our new Discord community that we dropped. We also released a VIP course, so for everybody who's still not making money with dropshipping, after watching this course, you should be able to make money. If not, you're probably cooked. Please try find another business model because we explained everything in total depth. Yeah, anything from your side?
No, I think that was about it. Thanks for watching, guys, and hope you guys like the podcast.
The first one's locked in, bro.
Yes,
crazy.
Sir. Yes, sir.
That actually felt super easy.
Yeah, that was pretty chill. Yeah, not too bad.
Let's cook.
Awesome.
See ya.